Hey guys, Missmaster1 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. So, last time, we started off Riku's journey in Reverse Rebirth, and now we're gonna actually try to make our way through the castle, instead going from the basement all the way to the first floor so we can get out. Now, a thing you might notice, the rooms I still cleared are the same, but they're actually different. And by that I mean they have different like room names, like there's not bottomless darkness anywhere. Is because I actually ended up restarting my game because I had a failed part and I didn't save. So I wasn't really happy with how the episode was going when I first attempted this, so hopefully this will go a lot better. Oh wait, I need to explain something first. And off screen, I did the same thing I did, like, you know, before I tried to do the other part. I'm level 6 now, my HP is at 125, and I've 12 AP right now. And also that DP that we saw on the level up screen, we can't access it. Do not worry about it. We'll find out what it actually does later in this episode. So, and also, I found a random Joker card off screen, so that was pretty fun. That was like fun times. We're gonna need a card that's at least 5 or higher, so I'm gonna use a 0 card for this one instead of the 7 that it would normally ask for, because I think... Do I even have any 7 cards that would fill the requirement, aside from that random Joker card, which is a really stupid thing to waste? Yeah, finding a random Joker card was quite a highlight already this early. I'm kind of glad I restarted because that means I get to have this to hold on to for the time being. But yes, we need a 5 or higher card, so we will use the Tranquil Darkness 5 card. And since we can't really... That's the thing about this game, it's easier in the sense of strategy because you can't plan your decks ahead of time, so it's already thought out for you. But just get ready because we're going to have our first boss fight for Riku right now. I knew you would return, Riku. Maleficent, you're alive? You haven't been paying attention. I am but a figment of your memory. Of all the people I could run into, it had to be you. But of course, after all, your heart is steeped into darkness. You can only see those who exist in that same darkness. No. Be grateful you have someone to keep you company. Your heart is empty. Were it not for the darkness it contains, you would be completely alone. That sounded pretty good right now. Come now. You once turned to me to state your hunger for darkness. You want me here. Who but I can... Oh my god. Who but I can grant you the darkness you long for? That is a very awkward sentence. I'm sorry. There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to the dark. But never again. You and your darkness have nothing to offer. All I did was lose myself. Empty myself. I'm finished with all that. If I'm stuck seeing people like you, people of the dark, I'll take you out one by one. Then you mustn't forget to destroy yourself last. Ooh. For, like me, you are one of the dark. That's fine with me. I turned to darkness because my heart was weak. I hate that weakness. It's like I'm my own enemy. And seeing people like you embrace the darkness just makes it worse. Enough talk, Maleficent. So you hate the darkness enough to fight it. Oh, the agony you must feel. Then let me end your pain, Riku. End it forever. With the wondrous power of darkness. And just like Sora, we're gonna have to fight Maleficent in her dragon form. Now this is gonna be different again because we have Riku's deck to work with instead of Sora's, so we're not gonna have any magic or stuff like that. We don't actually have any cards to refill our deck. Like, you know, we don't have any high potion cards, so this can be a bit of a tricky fight. She has nowhere near as much health as she did, like when we fought her as Sora, because obviously it's the first boss. You don't want it to be that difficult. You be careful of how you use your slates. I mean, in the end, you're probably just going to end up using, fuck, come on. No, you're not going to end up using fuck. You're probably just going to end up going down to, like, no cards by the end of this, because using one card at a time doesn't really help, because she has really high cards as it is. If you do see that, like, that king card, the king card appears, like, you know, just like it would in Sora's story, get on it, and just, you know, fight her from there, because it makes it a lot easier. You won't have to do mid-air combat, which is, like, much better. Of course, this doesn't last, for a huge amount of time, so you use it while it's there. Just keep using slates, it's about to go away, and you'll notice that your cards go down really quickly because of the reload thing. Like, you reload really quick, but you lose your cards really quick, see I'm only down to 3 cards. I also do feel like you reload a certain amount of cards, like, randomly. Like, you saw I reloaded 3 cards last time, but I got 4 the next, so it can be a little random. But don't worry, because even though we're running really low on cards, she's almost dead, so it doesn't matter. And then you'll get down to, like, 1 card at a time, so it's, like, kind of dumb like that. But, you know, who cares? Come on. And there we go. It's not that hard. You can pretty much just spam cards since you have instant reload, so it's not that bad. I will say, though, be very careful not to do that in later fights, because it can screw you over, but for now, it's not a big deal. And we get a level up from that, so we're going to be level 7. And we get Maleficent's card, Blair. And the awesome thing about Riku is that he doesn't need CP, so he automatically puts that in his deck, which means we have access to all the enemy abilities, which I'll probably be utilizing since there's no cost to do it. And guys, let's go up to 140 HP. And now that Maleficent's dead, we'll move out of this floor and keep climbing up to the first floor from the basement. Alright, and where do we spawn? We spawn right outside the room that was before that, so all we have to do is just go to the save room. Like, you know, the moment's reprieve, whatever you call it. I also think Riku jumps a little higher. Well, obviously not right now since he doesn't have high jump. He will learn high jump when we get to Monstro, but that's for another time, of course. But I do think he jumps higher and he moves like a little bit, what is it? Does he move slower or faster? I still can't tell. I think they're about the same, but his roll is faster, like it does more traveling with just pressing square. But anyway, let's stop messing around and just head up to the exit of basement 12. And we are actually finally going to find out what that darkness means. I'm not going to save here, but let's move on. And we're also going to learn a few different mechanics that Riku has compared to Sora right now.
Why do you shun the darkness?
Come on, I know you heard me. Every word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is time you learned you must accept it.
What do you mean?
Stop resisting. Accept the darkness. You have no choice. If you are to serve me again.
I thought it was you, Ansem.
Oh, you don't seem surprised.
All you have been talking about is the darkness. I can only assume you want to pull me back in, so you can play puppet master.
Clever boy. I knew you'd be the one to most appropriately serve me. And now, surrender to me again.
You're crazy! Not a chance!
Did you really think you could do me harm? A weakling like you couldn't even defeat Sora, and you had darkness on your side.
Oh, excuse me for being weak.
You are weak. You need darkness. Surrender. Bow to darkness. Bow to me.
That's not gonna happen.
Only the darkness can offer to you all of the strength that you will need.
You're wrong!
That voice. Your Majesty?
That's right! Remember, Riku, you're not alone! Listen close. The light'll never give up on you. You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness.
I got it. I won't lose to darkness. Not today.
You think that feeble little light can save you from the darkness that I command?
And guys, we just saw that Your Majesty, King Mickey, which is like who Riku was with when we sealed the door to darkness, like back in the first game at the end. But now we actually have some tutorial compared to an actual fight, you'll see. You shall feel my dark powers in your bones. And it's about to bring this up right now. Give me all you got. I'll give it right back. When Ansem shows his card, break it right away. So let's just pay attention to what he's gonna do. Break that with an 8 card. We're gonna break this with 7 because you can see in the bottom, like right there, what card he's gonna use. Just and get ready just to counter that. And there we go. Rapid break. Quickly break the opponent's card for a boost in attack. So that's something I didn't get to, like, you know, show off. Like, you saw that it showed card break when we did, like, you know, fight enemies like Maleficent and people earlier. Well, that's why. Not giving up yet? How much of this can you take, I wonder? I'm just going along until you give up. Show the same valued card as the opponent and press triangle. Now, this is important, so watch this. Get ready. Here's something unique to Riku. You can actually duel, and you have to break the cards that your opponent. It's kind of like in how Marluxia had that Doom spell in that final fight against Sora, except like, you know, you can trigger it by playing the same value card, and if you win, you do a pretty awesome attack. Duel system. Show the same valued card as opponents and press triangle to start. Break all the cards to execute a slate, but you'll need more than 8 cards, so be careful about that.
What? That all you got?
It seems to me that you are intent on resisting the darkness. All right, then see it for yourself. This is a card crafted from your memory. Advance through the world it creates, and soon you will understand. Chasing after light is not the way. It will not give you distance from the darkness. There is no running from the darkness.
Don't worry, I'm not running. Give it. I'll enter the world, and in the end, if I haven't given in to the darkness, then I win.
I have one more gift for you.
What'd you do?
I simply tempered the darkness that yet remains in your heart.
You still think that I'd rely on darkness?
To use it or not is your choice. I'll be waiting, Riku, for you to sense it and yield to the darkness in your heart.
Riku learns D mode. And activating Dark Mode. Dark Mode can be activated when you have accumulated maximum Dark Points, DP, through the card breaks. In Dark Mode, your skills are powered up and you have more slates to choose from. DP is lost when your card is broken or you receive damage. Riku returns to normal when your DP reaches 0. Now, here's something that, you know, and of course we get like a bunch of cards there. So I think that instead of advancing the floor, we'll actually go back since the rooms haven't reset yet, and this will be more convenient this way. Let's go back to Hollow Bastion and just find a random enemy so I can show this off. Because now we have 2 more things that we know. Well, I mean, technically 3 things if you count the attack breaking thing. But we can duel enemies now if we play the same card, and we can also do something called D mode, which stands for Dark Mode if you couldn't tell. Hopefully the enemies, like, don't die right away, just because, you know, the way it works is that you set up some cards, like, wait for the enemy to play a card, break it, and just keep doing that. And, of course, because of this room capabilities, I get, like, bonuses to my cards and stuff like that. And if you keep breaking, the DP is going to go up to 30 before it actually, like, you'll see the counter up there. Once it reaches max, you transform into, like, your little outfit that you would normally have against, like, Sora and stuff like that, and you get access to these specific types of moves, like Dark Aura. Watch this. And you do, like, a shitload of moves like this, and it's like, wow. And those moves pretty much devastate, like, enemies like that. So that's just things to know, is that, when you're in Dark Mode, you can do much more, like, you know, dangerous things to enemies. In fact, it's actually pretty much the main way you're gonna fight enemies in this game. You want to get to Dark Mode right away. And when you are upgrading Dark Mode, what it does is that, like in the level up, it takes 2 less DP to actually activate it, and it like, you know, what is it? I think at least it has 2 effects at least, that it takes 2 less DP to activate it, like breaking cards, and it lasts like 2 DP longer, meaning you can take more damage or your cards can be broken like more to lose your dark mode. Because if you lose your dark mode, you have to get it all over again. It starts from 0. You can use it to have great advantage, but it can also make you lose, so you gotta be careful about that. Anyway, we're done with floor 12. That's just the first of 12 floors that we're gonna have to, well, basement floors rather, that we'll have to get through to get to the top. So let's move up to basement 11.
Don't I even warrant a hello, Lexius?
What is going on here, Zexion? I want an explanation.
Nice to see you too, Vexen. It's such a shame. The organization used to be the rope that bound us together.
You're only number 6. How dare you?
Let it go, Vexen. Zexion, tell us. What did you detect?
Visitors. I picked up 2 scents in the castle's lowest basement. One of them was Maleficent.
Don't be absurd. The witch is gone. She cannot return from the realm of darkness of her own volition.
If you would let me finish. The scent belonged not to the real Maleficent, but to a very convincing double. But I truly cannot say much beyond that, since the double is no more. Our other visitor saw to that.
And who is it?
I do not know for sure, but the scent was very similar to that of the superior.
And yet, not exactly the same, was it? This truly piques my curiosity.
Now, what to do?
We wait. See what develops.
Something smells funny. What's that scent? It's so familiar. Darkness. It's the smell of darkness. I can't believe this is happening. The darkness even seeped into my skin.
Don't worry, Riku.
Your Majesty! Oh! What happened? I can see right through you.
Funny, huh? I can only send a bit of my power to this place. That's why I've got a request for you.
Request?
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let go of who you are. You've got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to do, I know. But please don't forget, even in the darkest darkness, there's always a little bit of light.
Light within darkness.
You and I have seen it. The far welcoming light inside the door to darkness. The light of Kingdom Hearts. It will show you the way. Please don't give up. Believe in the light. That's a request from my heart.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you. I'll get there. I promise.
Oh. You're an illusion.
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember? We're connected, you and me.
Guess we are.
So we just saw a lot of stuff right there. We actually seen that, yes, we have seen some organization members we have not seen yet. We saw someone named Zexion and Lexius, the orange, like the ginger, like Lexius the ginger, and Zexion looks like the one that everyone says he looks emo. And of course Vexen was there, we've already seen him. But also you will realize that this is going to be happening at the same time as Sora's story, like Riku's story, because Vexen is alive. If you remember, he died in Sora's story, so obviously this has to be happening during Sora's story, and you do find that out eventually because, I mean, it's obvious at some point. But yes, we are going through the castle at the same time Sora is. How convenient is that? And also, we did see that King Mickey was right there, and if you look at our friends, like, the King is actually pretty much the one friend card we'll be having. What he does, I guess I'll show it off next video, it's not a big deal. But he's with us, even though he's not really with us, we have his, like, spirit with us, so we'll be having him as a friend for the time being, and pretty much for the rest of the game, so, yeah. Anything else I need to say? Not really. Anyway, guys, I've been Mistmaster1. This has been episode 2 of Rebirth, and I will see you guys next time for where we start our first set of worlds with whatever world I choose to do. And, well, I'll see you guys then. I've been Mistmaster1. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.